Welcome back to the GTN show. As another year rounds out, I will be taking a look at the PTO World Rankings for 2023. Who is finishing where? Also, there's some controversy and drama unfolding from Ironman 70.3 Goa earlier this year. And we have another carbon super shoe joining the ranks, but from a brand I don't think anyone anticipated. All right, starting off as we ordinarily do with reacts, things we spotted on social media this past week, and I've got a couple of lovely things to start off with. So first off, Marinda Carfrae and Tim O'Donnell have announced another member to add to their team. They have Jameson Felix O'Donnell. The little man arrived on the 5th of December at 12:16 a.m, weighing just 9 pounds and 5 ounces. Ah, lovely. Well, congratulations to both of you and to the family. Also, David McNamee has popped the questions. Congratulations to his partner, Maria. Those guys have been together for quite some time, so congratulations to them. Also, some great performances this weekend from the European cross-country champs, in which we saw Hugo Milner, who, if you may remember, just a couple of weeks back, actually won the cross-country event in Liverpool, and we sort of earmarked him as a talent to watch out for. Well, he placed 4th at the European cross-country champs, which is absolutely phenomenal. He's a young guy, quite a talent coming through from British Triathlon. So yeah, watch out, keep an eye on that name. Unfortunately, there was some not so great news and things we spotted. So Ironman 70.3 Bahrain, which we'll get onto very shortly in the results and cover all the details. But we did see, unfortunately, Lucy Buckingham had, well, quite an incident. She was leading the race and unfortunately was taken off her bike at 80 kilometers by a car that veered onto course. She's still working with Ironman to figure out exactly what went on, but it sounds like the car veered to avoid something else and went onto the course and pretty much head on hit Lucy. She hit the car and rolled over the bonnet and off it, 45 kilometers an hour. So I hope, and I've heard she is doing okay. She went to hospital, but yeah, obviously our thoughts with her and just making sure that she recovers fine. Also, Alistair Brownlee, he's just not having the best of luck this year. He was also taken out of the race with just a puncture. Fortunately, he didn't crash or have any head-on collisions, but just 5K from T2, and he's in the leading trio with Martin van Riel. So sorry to hear that. But some phenomenal performances as well. Again, Daniel Whiffen has broken the 800-meter freestyle world record. So he's just 22 years old from Ireland, and he finished the 800-meter in just 7 minutes, 20.46 seconds. That is taking 2 seconds off the previous world record from none other than Australian Grant Hackett, which has stood for over 15 years. Well, moving swiftly on to the Tri news, and as it's coming to the end of 2023, I thought I'll take a look at the PTO World Rankings. Now, these are quite significant for the athletes because it's an opportunity to tap into the $2 million bonus prize pool at the end of the season. This all is dependent on the athletes' rankings in that PTO World Rankings. Now, to give you a bit of a scale or perspective of what is on offer here, first place could earn $100,000, second, $90,000, $80,000, $70,000, $60,000, $50,000, $45,000, $40,000, $35,000, 10th, $30,000. And that actually pays all the way down to 50th in the rankings. So quite significant. There's a lot to play for. And as I say, this all is dependent on their rankings, which is all earned by their points that they earn strength of field in races throughout the year. Now, this is all based on their rankings as of last week. There may be minor changes from events this week, but having a look through, I don't think so. Maybe one in the women's, but so for 2023, it is Anna Haug that is top of the rankings for the women, with Ashley Gentle in second, Taylor Knibb in third, Lucy Charles-Barkley fourth, Laura Phillip fifth, Kat Matthews sixth, Paula Finley seventh, Daniel Reef eighth, Imogen Simmons 9th, and Emma Pallant-Brown in 10th. We're moving on to the men's, and it's Christian Blumenfeld that's topped the rankings there, ahead of Magnus Ditlev in second, Jason West in third, Jan Frodeno in fourth, Peter Hemrich in fifth, Mathis Margier in sixth, Rudy von Berg seventh, Leon Chevalier in eighth, Sam Long 9th, and Patrick Langer in 10th. Now, yeah, that's pretty big. Interesting to see some of those names changing around from previous years or dropping down and new names coming through. Also, stay tuned because Torsten Rad from Tri Rating is going to be kindly sharing with us his end of season athlete earnings across the board from all events and races, so we can look at just how much the athletes are in fact earning from just prize winnings alone. Obviously also we've got the Ironman Pro Series coming next year, which is another 1.8 million being pumped into the pro athletes and pro triathletes race series. So very exciting times ahead. Moving on, and some interesting news has come out since an incident in the Ironman 70.3 Goa event in October, where sadly Kamyaka Shrivastava collapsed 500 meters from the finish line, later died of multiple organ failure. The Goa police have now in fact actually booked the event organizer, Ironman, on charges of culpable homicide and criminal conspiracy. The father, in his complaint, alleged that the organizers failed to provide immediate medical treatment after his son collapsed, and his son died as a consequence of their negligence. It goes on to say the complainant also alleged that the accused stole a watch that his son was wearing and deleted his record, bib number from the race event and the surveillance footage of the event, thereby destroying the evidence, which, wow, I don't really know what to say to that. Obviously, we're going to be monitoring this situation. Very sad, obviously, to hear all this, and our thoughts do go out to the athlete's family and those connected to that. But yeah, we'll be monitoring and we'll update at a later course. Well, now for my favourite part of the show, what? The tech. And an interesting one to start with, Whoop, as I'm wearing right now, have bought AnyQuestion. Just to backtrack, what is AnyQuestion, or what was AnyQuestion? Well, it was founded by Ed Baker, and it is essentially the ultimate Q&A, bringing in experts, top of the game in specific fields. And you could literally ask them any question you like. Now, Whoop have bought AnyQuestion, adding to their recent unveiling of Whoop Coach, which essentially uses AI-powered coaching with open GPT-4 and providing you with real-time feedback on the metrics that you are uploading through your Whoop device. Now, presuming this AnyQuestion is going to be adding to that, and you can therefore, through that coaching feature, can start asking questions. We're not actually at the moment entirely sure how this will all work, how it's going to integrate, whether they're bringing experts in, or is it all becoming AI? So watch this space, but it's definitely interesting. They've actually brought Ed Baker in as Chief Growth Officer within Whoop. So yeah, very interesting. Watch this space, as I say. Next one has really blown my mind. I did not see this coming. TYR, or TYR, the famous swimming brand, make wetsuits and triathlon, do shoes. Did you know that? I mean, I certainly didn't know that, but actually taking a look through their website, they've got a number of shoes actually on their website, from lifting shoes to everyday running shoes. But significantly, they have just brought out a carbon shoe. It's called the Valkyrie Elite Carbon. It's coming actually in February of 2024. It weighs just 7.8 ounces for US 9 men's. It's got a 6mm drop from heel to toe. It uses Payback's midsole, the Payback's foam that is used in a lot of the carbon super shoes. But wow, TYR making carbon shoes? I imagine it's probably tailored towards triathletes as well with that. So again, watch this space. And now for the race news, and we just had just a few races this weekend, starting with Challenge Salinas in Ecuador. That was won by Mark Dubrick ahead of Jackson Laundry in second and Justin Real in third. On the women's side, it was Elizabeth Bravo that took the win ahead of Margie Santamaria and Margetta Bikanova in third. Then we move over to Ironman 70.3 Topol. Do let us know whether it's Topol, Topal. I don't even know how you say it anymore. I get so confused. Tried correcting James ahead of last week and we still got pulled up on it. And we definitely need to get right ahead of the Ironman 70.3 World Championships in December, when they will be hosting it. Topal. Topor, I think. Anyway, it was Hannah Berry that took the win there, ahead of Lottie Wilms in second and Rebecca Clark in third. On the men's side, it was Kyle Smith that took the win, ahead of Jack Moody in second, Kurt McDonald in third, and Braden Curry actually taking fourth there. Unfortunately, Javier Gomez was dealt a pretty tough hands this week, as he got his first penalty of his career, 55k into the bike, having a great day, riding along with Carl Smith, and out of the blue was handed a penalty, which was supposedly a bit of a shock to him. Obviously, he felt it wasn't fair, but there we go. Took his 5-minute penalty and then soon after got a puncture. So really was just the end of the day really for him. So sad to hear that. Moving over to Ironman 70.3 Bahrain, it was Kat Matthews that took the win there, running her way through, just ahead of Amelia Watkinson in second and Caroline Pohl in third. Obviously Lucy Buckingham having that crash, and again hoping that she's recovering okay. And then on the men's side, it was Martin van Riel that took the win there, ahead of Henry Schoeman in second and Max Stapley in third. And what's quite impressive for Martin van Riel is that's 4 out of 4 70.3 victories. So, well, I think everyone should be scared when he finally actually commits to 70.3 racing and fully switches over. Very, very impressive. And finally, moving on to our pinboard, chance to show some of the photos and videos that you guys have sent in. This month, we're asking, obviously, for you to send in Christmas-themed photos, be that you out and about dressed up or your pain caves all dressed up, as we have from Artis this week. Just the only photo we got sent this week, sadly. He actually has sent through his pain cave once before, and I do recognise it, but this time, all decorated up. Said he's making use of friend Zach's Xmas lights in his pain cave. And yeah, very cool, along with GTN and a GTN sign. Thank you for all the support. Very cool. But don't be put off. I mean, that is quite an impressive pain cave, but if yours isn't quite as good, don't be scared off. Please do send them in using the photo uploader. Link is down below. But as I said, it can be you out and about with a Santa's hat on, a Christmas jumper, you just enjoying something festive. Send them in and we'll share them before the end of the year. Say what? And this was all under our videographer challenge video. If you haven't watched it, make sure you do, where we flipped the script. We turned the cameras around and challenged our videographers how much they have picked up over the years. How well do they know triathlon and how well can they do triathlon themselves? And it was a fantastic video, a lot of fun, and well, one in particular did incredibly well. He's actually behind the camera now. He's looking very smart. I had quite a few comments, which I thought I'd read out. So first one from Addict to Athlete, sorry. Well, I think we can all agree Alex's transitions were brilliant. Were a lot better than my 4 very poor attempts in an actual race. And I gotta say, hats off to you, Alex. They were very impressive, very smooth. Next from Olivian2235, Belinda has potential, encourage her to do a triathlon. And then finally from JF, I suppose Marek will be looking for a new job by now. Now, a bit of disclosure, Alex has actually been on the channel before and has been through a bit of a beginner triathlon series. He's also just very bouncy and can jump around quite well, so I think he was quite well suited to the transition challenge. But unfortunately hasn't quite got the triathlon bug. Belinda certainly does have the triathlon bug, and you can actually see in the video she just gets a bit excited and probably a bit overwhelmed and makes quite a few mistakes just because she's panicking. Whereas Marek obviously is brand new to triathlon. He's not long since joined the channel, picking up very well. We won't be firing Marek, but we will be trying to get him involved in some videos in the future. The comments went on, SBoots29, it was nice to see the whole crew get involved. I'm sure the videographer's real work shines because of the content we get to see every day. Merry Christmas, GTN, thank you for your product. Thank you. Grumpy Old Man 7225, awesome to see these guys in front of the camera for once. And finally from Zabamund, kudos to them all for having a go, and thanks for all the work that they and the team do behind the scenes to bring us great content. Well, we certainly agree. We're very thankful to our fantastic team behind the cameras, and maybe we'll get them involved in some videos again in the future. Well, that's it for the show this week. Coming up, we have a very big video you may have seen on social media or on Strava, various things. James and myself have been doing something rather stupid. We've been running a marathon every day for a week. We've been recording all of that for you guys, and that will be going up this weekend. So stay tuned for that. I'm still sort of recovering, actually. We also obviously have the videographer challenge already on the channel, so make sure you go over and check that out if you want to watch a video now. If you enjoyed today's show, please do give it a thumbs up, give it a like. See you next time.